Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using the Pick Me Up collection by Paige Evans. This is an older collection, and I'm actually only using the 6x6 paper pad and the chipboard stickers. So I kind of got this idea off of Pinterest and adapted it to what I wanted. I think they only had 3 or 4 papers. I decided to go all the way across the page, and I think they had 2 photos, and I'm only going to have 1. So I decided to, once I kind of laid them down, I realized they were all about 2 inches apart, and so the points of each of them are going to be 2 inches. I'm using my Versamat that I got from Close to My Heart, and that made it really easy to line up my T-square 2 inches apart. So I just went through the 6x6 paper pad beforehand, picked out some papers that I liked, some busier than others, but I really do feel like it works for what I end up doing. So I'm going to mat the photo just once, and then I got this idea from Susanna Lee. I was watching one of her process videos actually the day that I did this layout and thought it was amazing. So she did some hidden journaling, and so that's what I decided to do. So in the paper pad, there's this really cute kind of ledger paper, and I thought that would be really nice kind of to help with my journaling. So what Susanna Lee does is grab some washi tape, and I kind of went through, picked out a color. I have a bunch of kind of just rainbow washi tape with different designs, and I decided to pick this yellow chevron. And what she does is she kind of puts half of it on the photo and then bends it and puts the other half on the layout, and that kind of makes a hinge. And I just thought that was a genius idea. I absolutely loved that. So I will probably be doing that in the future. The only thing that I can see that is kind of a bummer, which I guess if I journal on tags, you have to kind of reach in the page protector and grab the tags out. This, you would have to take the whole layout out. I have heard people kind of make a slit in the page protector, and then the photo would be kind of lay on top of the page protector, and you'd flip it over. So I have seen that. I just haven't, I guess I have so many page protectors. If I made a mistake, it would not be a big deal. But I just haven't dug in. I'm afraid of making a mistake, I guess. So on the chipboard stickers, it said Good Life, and I had the idea to make my title Living the Good Life. So while I kind of place that down, I'll kind of give you a backstory on the photo. So my grandma was living at kind of like an assisted living home, and fairly close to my house, enough so that whenever I needed an oil change in my car, I would go pick her up and take her to get food, and then we would sit and get my oil change. So this is a picture of her eating in the car while I get my oil change. It might seem odd, but these are honestly some of my treasured memories over the past couple years, and just some of the comments and smiles, laughter that we shared on these trips is something I will never forget. So I am just so thankful that I was able to kind of pick her up and take her on adventures every once in a while. So once I finished my title with the chipboard stickers, I kind of layered them so the one is a little bit underneath the photo, since you can lift the photo up. And then I added a butterfly. I wasn't thrilled with such a lot of that pink space on the right hand side. I didn't know how to fill that in, and so that's kind of why I added the butterfly up there. And then I didn't really know how to embellish the rest of the layout. So what I ended up doing was finding another piece of pattern paper from the 6x6 pad and cut it just a little bit, and then use the corner so it kind of mirrored the triangle up above it, if that makes sense. So it looks like I just kind of brought it down a little bit and then added a simple heart or two and a phrase piece of chipboard. Then I decided to do kind of the same thing at the top photo, not with the paper, but add another floral. I did tuck that underneath, made sure that, you know, my picture would still open up, and then added a phrase sticker and some hearts. I did add a heart or two to the kind of little cluster to the right of the photo. And then this is where I kind of got stuck. There's just so much white space at the top and the bottom, and I wasn't really sure what to do. I decided though that I was going to try something new and pray that it did not ruin my layout. I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. So what I decided to do, I grabbed some Distress Oxides that kind of matched my layout and decided to kind of watercolor at the top. Don't watercolor very often, if ever at all, so I wasn't really sure what to do. What I end up doing, you can see that I do end up adding some splatters of the same color. What I end up doing is using 3 colors and kind of place them strategically. So the top is blue, the middle is going to be yellow because the yellow paper is in the middle, and then the third color is a pink, and I chose to put it last or on the very right hand side of the page because of the pink paper with the title on it. So I was only going to do the top, and once I got that done, and you can see I splattered all 3 colors. Once I got that done, and actually I'm pretty sure I cleaned up before, yep, I cleaned it all up, even though I'm going to use it again. So I'm looking at it and I liked it, but again, the bottom was still pretty white. So I decided to then do the same thing in the bottom. And honestly, one thing I learned from this, don't be afraid to try something new. If this wouldn't have worked, I guess I could have maneuvered some pattern papers, placed it down across there, but I love the way that this looks. I feel like it gives it even more color, more vibrant look, I guess. And just really happy that I tried something new, because I don't do that often, really at all. So I did try to get a little bit of that blue in there because that triangle was down there. But really like the way this turned out, and glad that I kind of had the idea to kind of do the colors on the kind of matching the papers across the page. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.